Welcome to another edition of the Giants Huddle podcast, brought to you by Citizens, the official bank of the New York Football Giants. Coming to you from the Giants podcast studio, presented by Hackensack Meridian Health. Keep getting better. Very excited for our pair of guests today. The Giants will be televising their Giants-Jets preseason game on Saturday in Spanish for the first time on Telemundo 47. And joining us are the two guys that are going to be calling that game, Miguel Gurwitz and Rolando Cantú. Guys, how are you?
We're great, John. Thanks for the invite, and we're very blessed that the Giants look to a very unique fan base that obviously has a long tradition with the New York Giants and has established their identity here in the tri-state area. And yeah, man, we're excited to call a game at MetLife.
Of course. We're part of, this first chapter. It's always interesting, and we are really excited to be part of.
Yeah, we've been trying to build a brand. We've had our Spanish language podcast for quite a while. We have our Spanish language radio broadcast as well. Thrilled to have you guys doing the game on television. What attracted you guys? And for folks that maybe might not know, Rolando and Miguel have been doing play-by-play on Thursday night and Sunday Night Football heading into their fourth year now. So why did this opportunity, Miguel, we'll start with you, appeal to you to kind of get on board the Giants for a local broadcast?
I mean, this is Giants. It's a Giants. It's a huge team. It's a big market. It's a very important team in the league. So when we got the call, we were like, yeah, we're all on. We're all in. We said yes like this. And it's important to be, as I said, part of the first chapter of everything. And we're looking forward to it.
How about you?
Well, it came down to where Miguel and I call enough games, John, during the football season to where, I mean, it's just the chemistry we have on the air, and we're fortunate enough to be the team that brings you Thursday Night Football in Spanish and also Sunday Night Football on NBC Universal and Telemundo. And when the Giants did this partnership with your local Telemundo tri-state area, for us it was very important to kind of say, hey, you know what, we're here, these are our services, and for sure, I mean, the tradition to have and be a part of this first time historic broadcast for us, it made sense in the way of, we're trying to push Spanish broadcast through two major networks, and now we have the ability to do it with the Giants, and it just worked out for us, man.
Must be exciting. You only have to prepare for one game in a week instead of two, right? That must make it a little bit easier for you guys.
Well, John,
right?
we're starting. I mean, we're starting. We have the Jets Giants this weekend on Saturday, and then we come into our preseason game with Prime Video, which would be Patriots Giants as well. So
that's right.
We're warming up for two consecutive Giants games.
And you know what? I got to imagine in the preseason, and the people at home, I'm going to go inside baseball here a little bit. Preseason games are tough to prepare for.
Yeah.
There's a lot of players on the roster. You don't know who's going to play and who's not. You have to track substitutions. It's a much more challenging deal than these regular season games.
It is. I mean, we prepare the same way if we call the Super Bowl or a preseason game, but it's a long depth chart. It is it's big, but it's fun. It's fun because you need to be in your A game. You need to know the players. You need to know the background, and we're looking forward to it. And we do that every single game. We have a lot of stories about the players.
And the way this works is where, we approach it. Some people are like, oh, Spanish broadcast. We have the same prep that an English broadcast would have. Obviously, we have depth charts. We have our research. I watch film as a former player. For me, it's very important to see the trenches and what's going on there. And Miguel has been a longtime broadcaster. And 4 years ago when they partnered us up, I mean, you could just hear it on the air. So for us, having this opportunity for the Giants, and yes, the rosters are big, but in a way, John, I want to tell the story, the fight for 53, man.
Yeah, go ahead, man, please.
I was one of those guys where, I was on the bubble. You knew there was 5 or 7 spots left because you knew who were the starters, and these are the games that get you ahead of anybody else. So, yes, dreams do end at the end of training camp, not training camp, but preseason. But I think for the roster, the complete roster the Giants have, I think this is where it starts.
Does that get you excited? For the folks that might not know, you played for the Cardinals from 2004 to 2006,
yes,
correct?
Sir.
Knowing what these guys, and especially the younger guys on the roster, are going through at this time, and how, this could be the last game they ever put on an NFL helmet. Does that make you feel that inside and make you excited to call these games?
That is what drives us. I think preseason games, you have to tell the stories, like Miguel says. There's a lot of backstories. Everybody has a story, and for the players that made rookie camp and the players who made it through training camp and now in the preseason, you have to make sure you give them a shot. And I understand the way coaching staffs protect players because you want to be smart about how these players what they do in the month of August. But yeah, there's players that maybe you find a gem there, John, on special teams. Maybe you have somebody that's worth not only for the practice squad, but brings a lot of value in the long run. Injuries are going to happen during the football season. And yeah, for us, it's the 90-man roster. It's a fight for 53. I think that's where it starts for me and excites us in the preseason.
Huddle up, get in here. If you're lined up here, you got to go over the middle with it to score.
Right. How do we make that happen?
I don't know, but Citizens does.
Make sense of your money with Citizens, official bank of Eli Manning.
Giants Huddle podcast is brought to you by Citizens, the official bank of the Giants. From game day celebrations to your everyday financial needs, Big Blue fans can get the most out of every moment with Citizens. Learn more at citizensbank.com/Giants. Miguel, you've been broadcasting the biggest events for a long time. Winter Olympics, Summer Olympics, FIFA World Cup, Open Championship, IndyCar, NASCAR. I went through there was frankly too much for me to remember. What drew you to NFL football? Why was this something that you wanted to do, given how many other huge events in sports you had already kind of had on your resume?
Yeah, I'm going to tell you that story. I always loved football. Since I was living in Mexico, I love football. I love every single sport. Then when I came to the U.S., my son started to play. He was a big soccer player. Mm-hmm. And he went to the stadium. He was 10 at that time. No, he was 7 at that time. And he went to the Dolphin Stadium, and he came back like dressed, dolled up like a dolphin. And he says, "Dad, this is going to be my sport." What are you talking about? You're a soccer player. No, I'm going to play football. And now he's quarterback. He's in his junior year.
Oh, that's great.
So, I mean, that really motivated me. So we watched every single game. He explains me a lot of things that you from journalism side you don't understand. And I mean, I found a lot of motivation with my son, with Santi. Now, as I said, he's a quarterback, he's playing, and it all started, calling games in the sofa, every single Sunday, 1 p.m. Okay, I'll call one play, you call the other one, and that's how it started.
How did you break through, coming from Mexico and then breaking through into the Spanish language stuff into the United States? Like, just kind of give me the breadth of your career and how you got from where you started to where you are now.
I mean, as I told you, I'm a sports guy. I love every single sport. Maybe not curling, but I love.
By the way, he could do it on the spot. Like, this guy can call anything.
I love every single sport, and I already called, soccer, Summer Olympics, Taekwondo, archery, every single sport. But I really liked football, and I was a host at first. They offered me the position as a host. I said yes for Thursday Night Football. We had that property on Telemundo. Then it was 5 years ago, right? We had a play-by-play. This is COVID year. So they had a test every single day you went go into the office.
Oh, we did the same thing here. That was terrible. Oh, it was the worst.
So we were like maybe 30 minutes before our Sunday Night Football game. And this guy, hey, you're positive. You need to leave.
Oh, man.
You have to go. And
talk about a scramble right there.
Yeah.
That's where this guy came in.
And their producer says, "Hey, Miguel, you're calling the game." I said, "What, me?
You don't have any boards,
Yeah.
you had nothing."
I had one, so okay.
Oh, that's lucky. Good.
So we were like 10, 9, 8, and Victor, the producer, says, "Hey, Miguel, how many times have you called a football game?" Counting this one? Yeah, none. What are you talking about? None. And that's how it started.
That's awesome.
That's how it
But
started.
John, after he finished calling the game, we had our former teammate Jorge Andres, who was a color guy, played college, and now works in the Carolinas. But I called Miguel. I said, "Man, you did a great job. You did your job, and you let your color guy really express himself. And you have to understand rhythms while you're on the air, and that's very important. There was no overlapping. And I called our producer Victor Gurwitz, who's always going to be producing this game for the Giants, and for sure it was like it was a no-brainer, man. Miguel needed to be in that chair, and once he came into that chair, I said, "Well, sign me up," because I'm really good friends with Miguel, and we've been together for a while now.
Did you fall in love with play-by-play once you football once you had a chance to do it? Why do you think it appealed to you as much?
I mean, it's challenging.
It is challenging.
So I love challenge, and it's like playing golf. You just need one nice shot. And you'll go back.
You're right.
And you'll go back.
You remember the one great call, right?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe I shot 120, but I had a single shot, and I'm coming back to play.
Yeah.
Rolando, talk about what it's like working with him and how you guys have kind of built your chemistry over the years.
It's Miguel and I know Miguel since Mexico. He has a long time history of following the national soccer team down there. So when he came over to Telemundo and kind of became he became their host and their lead host in pretty much every single show. I started working with them. Obviously, I was with the Cardinals Spanish broadcast, and then, we would not go to the playoffs, and I would go with Telemundo for, the playoff run and stuff, and that's where our relationship kind of flourished. And we've been working for a while now, since maybe 2015, 16, around there, when he came to the U.S., and it became to the point where, we would talk football, and I knew Miguel's football IQ was really up there, and he just needed a shot. And when that opportunity came around because of our play going down, he stepped right in. That's what you want to do. Speaking of preseason, that's what these guys want to do, right?
Yeah.
You just want to step in, get your shot. If you're going to get 5-7 reps or a drive, you want to show that your worth. And our chemistry has been like this since day one. This is something that we enjoy. We truly miss each other during the offseason, and we're ready to call this game.
So we talked about his journey to get to broadcasting. How about yours? So you knee injury kind of cut your career short in 2006. What attracted you to maybe trying to do Spanish broadcasting?
Well, my rookie year, my first broadcasting gig was a Super Bowl. So I did
That's not bad.
Yeah, I did that for Mexican TV.
Yes, it is.
And I figured it out, John. I'm like, okay, I felt really comfortable in the chair, analyzing, watching football, and putting my sense into it. And it just evolved into, okay, I want to do this after I played football. And my career was cut short, and I walked into a front office job with the Cardinals, and heading up their international business department, and also doing Spanish radio. And that kind of got me the reps I needed. So ever since I became a player, I also became a broadcaster while I was a player. So for me, it was I knew exactly where I wanted to fall after my career. So.
If you want to know how to manage 2 minutes of crunch time football, I'm your man. But if you're wondering about a long-term financial plan, you should talk to Citizens. Hey, I can also talk lawn care.
I'd like to learn about a mowing routine.
Yes, I knew I could help. Make sense of your money with Citizens.
Run or Walk with Giants Legends. The Giants Foundation will host a 5K Racing Kids Run presented by Quest on Sunday, October 26, 9 a.m. at MetLife Stadium. Net proceeds will benefit the Giants Foundation. All participants will receive a commemorative T-shirt after the race day for a festival with appearances by Giants Legends and a live DJ. Register at Giants.com/5K. The Giants Foundation is a 501c3 nonprofit corporation. All right, guys, so let's talk about the NFL season here, man. Yeah. I mean, you guys have been calling these games for a while. The beautiful thing about the NFL, we all think we know what's going to happen every year, but nobody has any idea what's going to happen every year. What are some of the main themes, Miguel, that you're kind of keeping track of over the summer that you think could really impact what this NFL season looks like?
Oh, I mean, there's a lot of great teams out there. I think the Giants, let's start with the Giants. I think they're building up. They are, it's going to take some time. They have a great defense. I think they had a great draft. And it's time. You need to give those guys time.
Yep.
It's Rolando can speak about this. It's hard to be a member of the NFL. It's hard to play in the NFL. It's extremely hard to be a star in the NFL. So you need time. But the Rams in the NFC. I think the Rams are going to have a great season. The Philadelphia Eagles. I mean, all this drama with the Cowboys. That's always entertaining. And on the other side, I think Kansas City. They're still fighting. They're a great team, and you have the Bills. You have the Bills, and you have the Ravens. And I live in Miami, so not really, excited. And
it is what it is, partner. It is what it is.
I know.
And just to echo off of that, John, I think the Giants have taken the steps. It's hard. It's hard going from QB1 to a different quarterback. It's a process, man. And from the offensive standpoint, I think you have the personnel on that offensive line with Van Roten and also Runyon. I think those interior three guys with John Michael Smith. I mean, those guys are good guys. Those guys are built to run the ball. I think when it comes down to how are you going to simplify this for Russ and company, and I think the future looks really bright with Jackson. I think when you have the base there on the offense, I think slowly but surely you will be able to compete within the division, and for sure, man. I mean, the Giants are looking positive. There's maybe a lot of speculation on where Russell's going to play and how he's going to play and if he's going to be consistent. I'll tell you something. I was in the same division as Russell for a number of years, called a bunch of games against the Seattle Seahawks, and Russell is a competitor, and he does not quit. And yes, you can judge the Broncos and how he got out of that team, and then 1 year with Pittsburgh. But I think he's fallen in love with the city of New York and with his team. From what I've read and what I've heard, I think
and the team's fallen in love with him, by the way.
Of course,
the team's that way too.
And that's what you need, man. You need to look up to your quarterback and you need to salute him, and that's what you need to be a part of if you're within the team. And it's tough. I get it's tough, but I think the Giants are on the right track.
All right, put your offensive line helmet on. How would you go about trying to block Brian Burns, Dexter Lawrence, and Abdul Carter?
No, don't do that. Don't do that, Carter. Please.
That'll be definitely, like Miguel mentioned. I think Brian Burns is definitely a A-list talent. This guy is aggressive, violent hands, and he's just a veteran that knows what's going on the field. And I think when Abdul Carter, which I had the opportunity to interview him out in Green Bay during draft week,
very serious kid, right?
Oh my God, man!
Oh yeah.
He's focused, and I think when you see him let loose, because one thing is, yes, joint practices, you want to kill the other team because they're not a part of your team, right?
Of course.
And that's why we saw that the practice kind of got a little steamy there. But when it's different, man. Week one, once it hits, I mean, and you let these guys loose on a defensive game plan, I think the defense of the Giants will carry the part of the schedule for them. And I love what you guys done. Obviously, Dexter Lawrence in the middle of the field, man, that guy is a Pro Bowl.
Oh, yeah.
That guy is a pro's pro. I think he's very aggressive, and it kind of dictates the physicality this Giants defense needs and will have this year.
All right, guys, before we say goodbye, Miguel and Rolando, why don't you guys each take a turn here, tell the folks where they can find you for the game on Saturday against the Jets and what they're in store for if they tune into your broadcast.
It's going to be simple. At 7 in Channel 47.
Yes.
At 7 in Telemundo 47, we're really looking forward to it. We're very excited with this opportunity. So I think it's going to be the first of many in the years to come.
Yes, very excited. Catch us en español on Telemundo 47. We have the whole setup, man. We're ready to go from MetLife. This is the way we've envisioned calling a preseason game for the Giants, and the Giants are doing it the right way.
Well, guys, I appreciate it. We're thrilled to have you as part of the Giants team. Thank you so much. Welcome aboard. And, guys, make sure you check it out. Saturday, 7 o'clock, Telemundo 47. Great broadcast of the game, Spanish language. Make sure you guys go check that out. Thanks for being with us on the Giants Huddle podcast, brought to you by Citizens, the official bank of the Giants, right here in the Hackensack Meridian Health Podcast Studio. Keep getting better. We'll see you next time, everybody.